Okay. I think we're in it.
Oh,
Let's make sure that it's rolling. Yeah, we're good.
nice. I'm just putting this cord behind my back so it doesn't annoy the living shit out of me the whole time. You know?
So welcome to the night dive with Jethro and Taylor.
Thank
Uh,
God. We're overdue for some shit like this, huh?
we are for sure.
Can we
for
say
sure.
swears?
You are allowed 3 of them. I can say as many as I want.
Crap. Oh, crap.
Good start. Good start. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. You're gonna have to rein it back, Taylor. You're gonna have to rein it back for sure.
I'm gonna have to use those Mormon missionary swears, dude. Oh, fetch,
Frick.
damage.
Damage. Yes. Damage. Oh my. We're back in it, dude. We're
Yeah,
back in it. Wow.
damage is a must.
Um. Yeah. Well. I'll try to keep us somewhat on track, but I have a feeling we're gonna be sidetracked quite a bit, and
Well.
it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
As long as
And
you think it's
absolutely
beautiful.
warranted. Yeah. Needed.
Yeah.
But yeah. So. Yeah. Welcome, I guess, to the stream itself. If you're watching in the future or watching right now. Yeah. I'm Jethro. I've got Taylor here. Taylor Garner.
Hi.
Longtime friend. We've had some ups and downs, but
Of course, dude.
that's
But that's why we love each other.
that's right. That's right. But yeah. So on these streams, normally what I do, or kind of how I approach them, really is like it's almost like a nightly journal, almost, where I don't do them every night, but it's essentially the idea of like documenting my like day and like my mind and where it's at, and just kind of like just the positives and the negatives, and just I'm really just trying to find out what's going on up in here.
Love it.
And so we can kind of explore some of that. Yeah, with you. I know you have a lot of music background that I kind of want to explore, and like you just kind of have your hands in a lot of things, and you're just really cool in the sense of you're interested in a lot of things. So I just want to like, I don't know, kind of explore that. But that's me. That's what I kind of want to check out. If there's anything you want to like explore.
Oh, absolutely. But let me just say this. This is why I respect you so much, is because you're actually thinking about like what's going on up here, and you're constantly on this journey of bettering yourself, and like that's why I am drawn to you as a person, because you're never satisfied. You're always wanting to figure out ways to be better, and I really appreciate that about you,
dude.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where that like comes from, really. It just doesn't. I've never like. I always feel unsettled.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Which can be, I mean, it can be positive and negative for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you're doing better than you think, dude.
Well, thanks, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That feels good. That feels good. Is getting compliments like that? Is that how that feels?
That's how that feels,
I'm
dude.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And there's more to come for sure. So get used to it,
Okay.
you little stinker.
Love it.
Dude, when did you pierce your nose?
Oh yeah, like I got 2 in there probably a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
shit.
Shit.
It's pretty recent.
That's fresh.
I'm kind of dealing with one of them's giving me some shit, but
It like hurts.
yeah, well, it doesn't hurt. It's just it's got some like blood and a little bit of like, the I wiped my nose and it popped out, and I was like, fuck. Yeah. So then I had to like put it back in, and so it's like it's just got a little bit of blood and some shit that's like it's trying to sort itself out. So, But I want to get the rings, but they were like, you need to wait 2 months before you can get the rings. I was like, I haven't heard of that before, but I like your safety precautions, so I'm gonna adhere to that.
I'm going to oblige. Okay, be honest. Does it make you sneeze sometimes, or
no? No.
Nice.
I've actually legitimately, I've probably sneezed once or twice since I got it. So in fact, I've probably sneezed way less.
Are you scared? So you do like a you don't even like.
Just like I hold it. I hold it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No, you're just normal.
I wish.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I'm a normal human being. Yeah.
Oh god.
Don't pierce your nose because it sounds like.
It sounds like I've had some fucking issues, dude. That would be a problem.
Don't pierce yours. Yeah, don't.
Oh, that'd be a problem for my life, dude. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It
but yeah,
great though.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, like I said, I want to get the rings, but now that I have the 2 here, I kind of want to leave them and get like a septum, but we'll see.
Might as well.
We'll see.
Fuck it.
That's 1. I'm kidding. I'm gonna keep track. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's talk here. So I have been doing the streams. I'm just gonna do it. I was debating on whether I should or not, and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just do it. So I normally will do a quick moment of gratitude. I'm starting to go down that path. It feels corny. It feels disingenuous, but every time after I do it, I'm like, man, I feel better.
Oh, dude, I love I love that shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So I'll do that, and then I'll do a quick like it's like a mantra type thing. There's not anything like specific that I say, but it's like it's kind of this overarching like feeling of like I had a mindset shift back in March, and I mean I'm running a lot now. I'm just doing a lot of different things than my past.
Yeah.
And the mantra is just kind of like a reminder that like what I'm doing is difficult. In the past, I didn't think it was. I thought I was just kind of existing and just I was kind of floating around. But now I'm realizing the things that I want to do and where I'm going is hard. And it's just a reminder that it's okay that it's hard. It's okay that it's difficult. Yeah, that's essentially the mantra and kind of the point that I try to get across. So let me do a quick gratitude, and if you want to do one too, you can. And then we'll kind of do a quick mantra, and then we'll get into you and kind of what you're like about, I guess. But
yeah, amazing, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Again, it always feels disingenuous. I'm really grateful for Rye. Like we really had, and like people will say, I had a day today. I had a tough day. I had a, this or that, and it was real rough, and it, blah, blah, blah. We genuinely had a pretty hard day today. I had to clock out like 3 or 4 hours early, and take care of Phoebe. She's like throwing up. Rye is like throwing up, and it's just, it's tough, but like we're still like, she's just so, even in the roughest days, she's just solid. Like she's just there. And man, that's like, I don't know, like after a day like today and having her go through all that, but still just be like solid. It's just, I'm like grateful I have that in my life. Cause that's fuck, dude. It's hard, especially with a kid. Like with a kid, that shit just, it gets tough quick. And, yeah, it's just. Yeah. So that's where my mind's at for right now and today. So I don't know. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Dude, she's a rock star, man.
Yeah,
she really is.
For real.
And I love I love your love for each other, for real. It's like, I mean, obviously I've never been married, but it's nice to have good examples of friends in my life where they actually have like a functional relationship that's lasting.
Yeah.
It just gives you hope to not settle and keep moving towards something that you know, because it's like, but I know that there's examples there that where it does work, so
Yeah.
I don't want to just settle on something and just be in a relationship just to be in
Just to
one.
be
So
in one.
yeah, so I'm
Love that.
I'm
Thanks,
stoked
man.
that that's
Thanks,
what
man.
you're grateful for. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Thanks. Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I feel super grateful for my family right now. I'm moving. So I'm
Nice.
moving out of my apartment this Saturday,
Uh-huh.
and then I will be essentially homeless until June 9th. So I've got a
Wild.
solid 6 days, but it's just been it's just been awesome to see my family and my friends just like rally around me and be so willing to help and move me out and be supportive and try to help like push me through this process of getting moved into a new house. And
Nice.
um, it's just awesome to have a support system, you know.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, gotta have that.
Yeah.
Gotta have that.
And knowing that like even when I'm literally homeless, I'm not homeless.
You're
You
not
know what I mean?
homeless. Yeah.
Yeah.
A nice built-in like safety net of
Yeah.
yeah, you know, if you get into a situation like yours, you have a place.
Yeah. Yeah. Always have a fallback. And I mean that's like I just barely said this, but it's also nice to have a family that are such good examples where it's just like I'm gonna take my time and wait until I've found something that I know is gonna be as supportive and as beautiful as my family has been for me throughout my life. So
Yeah.
I just have to be able to trust that person enough to be like, you know what, yeah, like they've got their shit together enough to where we could really have something and work together to build something beautiful, you know.
Yeah, like having the example of a functional family in your immediate family.
Yeah, dude.
It's big. It's big. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge, and it's
Yeah.
just something that I would love to have for myself. Yeah.
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 Yeah. You'll get there. You'll get there. Maybe.
And
I don't know.
yeah.
Who knows?
And if I don't, then you know what? Fuck it. That's number 3.
Is that the third one?
That's the third one, dude.
Damn it, Taylor.
Now I'm
Yeah,
out.
you can.
Yeah. This has been awesome, dude. I gotta go. No. I have zero faith in myself. So.
Being able to swear. Oh my god. That's amazing.
Damage.
Cool. Okay. That was great. That was great. Yeah, I feel almost lighter. I feel my shoulders kind of releasing a little bit. Cool. So, I'll just do a quick thing about the mantra for me. If you want to jump in at any point, yeah, do it. I do want to keep it kind of quick because I want to. I mean, most of the stream is I want to talk about you, but yeah, like kind of like I said, man, I went through this like mental shift, and like, man, shit's hard. It's like I'm wanting to run a marathon, and I'm wanting to like run even further distances, and I'm wanting to I don't want to be on my deathbed, and I don't want to look back at my life and say, man, I had a chance to learn Spanish and I just didn't do it. Or I had a chance to run a marathon and I just didn't do it. I don't know exactly why I'm like picking those things, but I am, and it feels right. But it's just like it's hard doing them. It's just the consistency of every single day, showing up every single day. I know Ty was talking about this, but like just every single day showing up is hard as shit. And yeah, it's just I don't know, at least acknowledging it makes it seem like, okay, like I know it's this difficult, but that's okay. It's okay that it's this hard. I know it's this difficult. Just keep pushing. Just keep going. So yeah, that's kind of that. If you have something you want to kind of express as well, you can. I think.
Yeah, I think I love that point, and I think something that's been super helpful for me, it has been like I've always had big like goals for myself and big things that I want to be involved in, but I feel like over time I've learned to scale it back and set smaller things, like just showing up, right?
Yeah.
Or just like getting yourself to do it and put yourself in a routine. And dude, like that's helped me so much, is like setting smaller goals, because I feel like I would get into something and I'd get so obsessed with it where it's just like, man, I want to do this huge thing.
Yeah.
And then I would start chipping away at it and realize like, oh my God, it's so massive and it's so big and it seems so unattainable that eventually I would kind of like give up on it, or like, you know, stop.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think you, it sounds like you're
felt the same way, I should probably say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're putting more focus on like just showing up and setting like smaller goals along the way.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, dude, that's what I've had to do over the last while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you so what are you like, do you mean that in terms of like music, or do you mean that in terms of like what are you like doing daily that you're like, or even, you know, week, whatever you like, what are you working on that you're like thinking about that in?
Yeah, that's a great question, dude. Gym for sure. And I honestly, I feel like I'm in potentially like the best shape of my life I've ever been in. Yeah, because I've been going super hard, and I've been running a ton, which I didn't do for a long time, but I just feel like I'm at an age now where my metabolism is shifted to where I have to do specific things to like stay at a point where I feel good, or I feel better. Like I've made changes with my diet, and now it feels like cardio has to be something that's a lot more important to me.
Okay.
And helps a lot more with my energy levels and just like keeping me feeling like I am in a good space, like health wise.
Are you like, what do you mean by like changing it? Like what?
My diet.
Yeah. What have you changed?
Yeah. I just feel like I've been able to eat whatever the fuck I wanted forever now. And now it's there. I'm at a point where unless I'm on top of my diet, I can start to feel like there's more fat hanging on than normal. And I sound such a douche with this shit, but like,
no.
you know,
well, kind of.
Yeah.
But who cares? No one cares.
But yeah, dude, I like to, I mean, I want to hang on to my body as long as I can. Like I know that it's not always gonna be in like a good way. Like eventually it's gonna catch up to me, but I feel like I've been able to eat whatever the fuck I've wanted for so long, and now I've really dialed it in. And I had a buddy in Logan that helped me out a ton with like an individualized diet plan. So now I eat very clean, and it just helps a lot with my overall energy levels. I feel like I wake up and I don't feel sluggish. I'm not just tired throughout the entire day and hating my life. So there's that aspect. And then, with music too, I feel like when I first started doing music, and like you already know all this, but I'm just gonna talk.
Just say it. Yeah.
when I first started doing music, I had just these grandiose like ideas for, man, I want to do a full album that's like one continuous song, that's a concept the entire way, and it's like this huge project, and that'd be cool as shit to do for sure. Like that would be awesome, but realistically, I'm not a full-time musician. It's just like something I love to do on the side. I don't have extensive knowledge of like musical theory and all that, and
Yeah.
there's only so much time I can put into it. So realistically, it's like I had to set goals for myself that I knew were attainable to where I could be proud of what I was doing, but not be frustrated and like sad if I didn't get this huge like project done that I wanted to or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of stuck more to doing like one song at a time or two songs, and it's just been a lot more attainable, really. Yeah.
So you said something that you could be proud of rather than be like sad or frustrated about. Like I'm starting to, for me personally, I'm starting to realize kind of what pride is in general. And it's kind of a complicated feeling for me. Can you like explain what you kind of think or feel about it, and maybe I can like jump in at some points?
Yeah, I feel like being proud of yourself is something like you don't have to. I feel like so many human beings throughout their life, the only moments that they're really genuinely proud of themselves is like, oh, I graduated college, or like, oh, I got married, or oh, I had a child. It's like just these
like big moments
along the way. But it's like, no, you can have a sense of pride in yourself, like just for waking up at the time that you wanted to, or like, going to the gym that day. It's like, you know what, like I'm really proud of myself. I didn't want to fucking go. I didn't want to go on a run. I didn't want to do this, but you know what, like I put myself aside and I just did it. And
like accountability almost is kind of tied into that.
Yeah. But I mean, one of my biggest battles in life is like coming across as too what's the word, like arrogant, and people not liking me because of that, and being like, and I know people say all the time like, well, you shouldn't care what people think, but it's like, your relationships that you form with people throughout your life, like that makes your life either miserable or a lot better, so it's like if you're just a shitty, like arrogant, cocky piece of shit all the time, then people aren't really gonna want to fuck with you or want to like work with you or do fun like projects or whatever. Anything. So it's not necessarily that I'm super concerned with what people think about me, but it's just more I'm concerned with what energy I'm giving off and what energy I'm putting out there. So I don't want to, the reason I'm saying this is I don't want to have these moments throughout every day where I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, like I'm the shit, like I'm so, but there's definitely ways where you can be like, you know what, I did that, that's cool.
I see.
And you don't have to make like a big production out of it. But for me, setting smaller, more attainable goals, it's like, you know what, cool, I did that.
Nice.
And you move on and you keep going, and I think that's totally okay. I don't think the only times in your life when you can really be like, yeah, you know what, I really accomplished something big here, I don't think you have to only do that at like these big
moments,
just one-off moments. Yeah. So for me, that it's symbolic for me to work more on like one or two songs along the way, because I feel like that's when I really can savor what I'm doing, and it's actually achievable. It's actually something where I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is not too much. because you can go into this realm of like when you have these huge, massive goals that are hard to attain, there's all this self-doubt and like shit that comes along the way where it feels heavy and you question yourself and your abilities. And then especially if you don't end up getting it done and you don't end up accomplishing that thing you set out to do, I just feel like it can be way more detrimental than it is anything else.
Positive. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's my long answer to your question.
Okay, give me a short one. No, I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
No, that's
be
dope.
proud of yourself, but don't be a piece of shit.
Okay. Good. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I'll kind of quickly say the pride thing for me, I like had a moment. So Rye was telling me the other day that her granddad, he worked at this, I don't know what company. It was in Orem or something like that, and he worked at that company for almost like 40 years.
Oh, jeez.
And he, her brother went into the store one day like 15 years ago. I was like, hey, my granddad's Owen Maurer. And they were like, oh, cool. Yeah, we'll give you a discount. Like, yeah, like he was real good to us, so we'll give you a discount. And I was like, that is really cool. That is really cool. But, you know, like, he probably looked back at his life and was proud of the work he did.
Yeah.
He probably was. But for me, I'm like, that was work for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was doing something for some other kind of like company or business, and essentially it was for someone else. And he was probably fine with that. I mean, there's no shade, there's no, you know, like people do that all the time and it's fine. But for me, like, she was telling me that and I was like, man, if that were me, if I got to my I'm talking about my deathbed a lot. If I got to my deathbed and I was like, man, I I was with Blue Raven Solar for 40 years. I was like, man, I believe in solar and I believe in the work I'm doing, but it's like I can't look at I would not be able to look back at my life and be proud of what I did.
Yes.
Because I don't feel like that is what I'm here to do.
Yes. Yeah, dude.
So yeah, like, but I've been doing some of these things. I've been doing some of the documentation and documenting of what I'm going through and like what's going on in my mind and like, you know, just like journaling and like, running and actually doing things. I'm like, I just look back at like some of the videos. I'm like, man, this is what pride feels like for me. Like this is what it feels like. And I've never, I don't know. I've kind of felt that before, but like I was just in like a different mindset. So now it's just hitting so much differently.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So yeah,
dude, that's crazy that you say that. There's this guy at so right now, I mean, I don't have to give too much backstory, but so right now I work primarily at Dominion Energy, and
nice.
this dude in our group just retired a few months back and worked the exact same job that I'm working right now. Same job for 45 years, dude.
Wow.
45 years. They offered him advancement opportunities. They offered him management positions. And he just was like, no, I'm good. I'm just content doing what I'm doing. And he did that day in, day out, 45 years. And like, that's cool. But dude,
that's not for me.
No way, man. Oh my God. Are you serious? I'm like, Rick, what are you doing, dude? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't
like that
fathom
hits. That hits for people. That really like hits for a lot of people, but that does not hit with me.
Jet, we haven't even been alive 45 years, dude. I'm like, what?
Oh man. Not even close.
Like, no, I'm like, what's going on? And anytime this guy would want me to work on a project, he would like print out physical papers and like bring them to me.
My God.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Email me this shit. I don't
want to 2023, dude.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, we're going to set a match to your office when you retire. This is insane.
Oh man. That's
I don't want to do that, man.
Yeah, me either.
More power to him, but
Yeah, me either.
there's no way.
Um,
Speaking of, you're asking questions about my life. I feel like
yeah,
I'm in a super transitionary period right now,
yeah.
and with moving and stuff and things just long term, I just don't see myself at this same job. So, long story short, I'm really gonna pursue being like a private chef.
No, no
That's
shit, really,
that's what I'm doing.
bro. Get it?
Yeah, dude.
Get it?
Yeah. So I'm meeting with this lady tomorrow morning who was Rudy Gobert's personal chef.
Fuck, dude.
So she's gonna like go over finances and all that stuff with me, and
Wow,
I'm gonna see what I can do, dude.
dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Wow,
I'm
Goody
gonna do
Robert,
it.
dude. Yeah.
Goody Robert.
Goody Robert, dude.
Goody
Wow,
Robert.
Goody Robert. You're
Goody
gonna
Robert.
learn from the chef of Goody Robert. Wow.
Yeah, dude. I've
Wow.
always
Goody,
Maybe-
Goody, Robert. He's in school.
that's gonna be a dish of mine. It's Goody Robert. Making Goody Robert tonight, huh? Come on, kids. You love this shit.
Oh my gosh, I feel like it's got to be a pun. Like you got to have Gouda in it.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, it's gonna be Gouda mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs. Goody Robert. For the kids, man. Come on, it's for the kids.
It's fancy, Gouda, but it's also Robert.
Yeah, it's that high class.
That makes
mac and cheese with
so
hot dogs.
much sense. That makes so much sense.
It's that classy shit, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, that's just gonna be the difference. It's like normally I would just make mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs. Now I'm making Gouda mac and cheese, dude.
For the kids.
For the kids, bro.
The
It's
Goody
for the kids.
Robert. Okay.
That Goody Robert.
Goody Robert.
It's
Hell yeah.
Goody Robert night.
All right.
Huh?
Well, that's dope, dude. No, that's dope, dude. Like,
Man.
yeah, pursue it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. At
Yeah.
the very least, I'm sure. So this is what has happened throughout my life, dude. I choose an avenue, I go for it, and then whether it works out exactly how I thought or not, it just seems to open up other opportunities,
Yeah.
and other avenues and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. I started out doing music and didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and we ended up on tour, bro.
On a tour. That's right. What were you saying about arrogance?
Oh, remember?
Oh man, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You're right, dude. Yeah, you didn't really know anything about music,
Bro, absolutely zero.
yeah. And
Yeah.
we got
I
some
just
recordings
knew-
done, and then played some shows, and
I just knew I wanted to record a
tour.
couple songs, so I called your ass off of Google.
That's
I Google
right.
searched music
That's right.
studio
I know.
in Logan, and I called you, and you're like, "Hello."
Huh.
Like, hey, is this do I sound?
That sounds right. That sounds about right. Hey, hello?
And I was
Who's
like,
this?
could I come check it out? And you're like, yeah,
I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
sure, man.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's kind of been the same thing for me, because I was telling I think I was telling Ty actually earlier today. I don't. Maybe he did know. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But I was telling him like, Y Sound landed in my lap. I didn't want it. I didn't like that wasn't something I was thinking about when I approached Tim and was like, because all I wanted to do really, I just wanted to learn how to record music at the highest level possible. Honestly, my own music, really. If I'm being like fully, truly honest with myself, I was like, I have some songs I want to record and I want to make them like the best possible. So I went up to Tim. I was like, dude, like I'll run the soundboard for you every night. You don't have to pay me. Like just teach me what you know so that I can learn how to record this stuff. So that I can learn how to do this at the highest level possible. And then, a door opened up and he was like, take the place. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's not what I wanted,
Dude.
but like, okay.
But dude, that's so cool, man. Like you did that. I feel like we haven't really talked much about the fact that like you did that shit, dude. Like
I did.
you kept that place running. It's still running today.
Yeah.
You know?
It
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. I have a lot of regret that I'm still like working through.
Yeah.
For that, I wish I had a do-over because I would have done it so differently.
Yeah.
But like that's, like you just have to live and learn, but like yeah, I feel like I was so stressed out all the time and I mean I was.
Right.
But I wish I had done a lot of things differently. But I am also grateful it happened,
Yeah. But like you said, I mean, it fell on your lap, so like, of course you were learning along the way. And hindsight, you're going to look back and be like, oh yeah, could have done this or that, but realistically, you kept it running. That place is a staple in Logan.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about Y Sound, dude. Like, and you gave a lot of artists a platform, and like, dude, you and I literally would not be talking right now had you not,
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So you just, man, you harbored a lot of artists to do their thing. Yeah. I'm sure, they made a lot of connections through your efforts, and yeah, that's something to be proud of, dude.
Thanks, man.
Seems like being proud of ourselves is a common theme tonight, huh?
Work, yeah. Maybe that's a sign. It's a sign.
I think so, man.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
Dude, also,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead.
Also, we were talking about things. I'm setting little goals and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, golf has actually been huge for me this past like 2 years. I've been just engulfed in it. I've been obsessed with like changing shit about my swing, and like I don't know, man, because I've always loved golf so much, and I've always played, but it was just kind of like, I'm so sick of like shooting the same fucking scores over and over.
70,
so yeah,
75, 80.
Yeah. It's
never
always
getting
between there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But dude, I broke 70 for the first time in my life.
I saw that
like last week or whatever.
I saw that, dude. Where was it at?
At Cedar Hills.
Nice. That's a tough quest right on the mountain.
Yeah, it's on the mountain.
Mountain.
The mountain, as they say in Utah.
I'm not even in Utah and I still do it. Fuck.
The mountain, Virginia.
Virginia.
Yeah, you're gonna be all screwed up, dude. You got like
Virginia
and Utah accent now.
People aren't gonna have any idea what I'm saying, or they're gonna know exactly what I'm saying. There's gonna be no middle ground. They're gonna know every single word or none. Well, dude, no, that's good, man. Yeah, golf. So you got a little bit of music, you got a little bit of cooking, you got some golf,
gym,
got a lot of gym. Yeah. So do you like write out your day at all? Do you like organize it, or do you just kind of like wake up and like go through the day, like whatever you're feeling you're doing, or like what do you do?
Yeah, I never used to plan out my days. I used to just kind of fly by the seat of my pants, but
yeah.
Is that the expression?
Me too.
Fly by the seat.
I think it's
No,
I don't know what it is.
The fuck.
I don't know what it is, but you're wrong.
Well, I used to do whatever the fuck, and now I put stuff in my calendar, and
okay.
I mean, I don't plan it like to the hour or to the minute, like every single thing. I have general like big things every day that I need to accomplish that day, so I put those in, and then I kind of work everything else around that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like obviously I have my work stuff that I schedule out, and then gym is always a thing where it's like, where am I going to fit that in? Like I
Sure.
have to get that in every day. And then, you know, like Thursdays I play in a golf league, and then Mondays I play basketball.
Is the gym?
And then,
Let me expand on that real quick. Is going to the gym? Why do you do that out of like a sense of like trying to better yourself, or are you like, what gets you into the gym every day?
dude, I talk to Ty about this all the time, and he's just like, dude, that blows my mind, because he has to have like an end goal
Uh-huh.
that drives him.
Yeah.
Like his marathon just barely, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, that was what was driving him to go,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatever. But dude, I just go because, so the gym for me cured anxiety in my life.
How?
It still comes and goes, obviously, but like, dude, I was at the point where I was debilitated, just crippling anxiety, couldn't like function day to day.
Like in
And
society, like social anxiety, or just like
um
paranoia, or like
yeah, just within myself, dude.
wild.
So wild. And it's like, anxiety is the weirdest thing, because it's like you can't just pinpoint like, oh, that's what's making me anxious, I just won't think about that. It's,
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking doy. you know like,
That's
oh,
a
I just
that is
won't
a
be anxious.
that
How
is a
about that?
boomer answer to the problem. That
Yeah,
is
totally.
straight up like my dad.
Well, what are you so worried about?
What are you so sad about? Just go outside, be happy.
Life
Like,
is
oh,
good.
Okay, yeah, it's that
Like,
fucking
oh,
easy.
why didn't I
Okay.
think of that?
Fuck.
Shit. Yeah. So I could never like just pinpoint like why I was feeling that way, but dude, it was so bad. And then yeah, I got super into working out, and for some reason I think just natural endorphins, or just naturally feeling healthier and better and taking care of myself.
It's probably confidence. It's probably
It's a lot,
a
yeah.
little bit to do with confidence.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a key. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
So
Sorry, David. I'm becoming a David Goggins disciple.
incredible.
Yeah, I kind of am.
Love it.
I've fallen in the trap, and honestly, I don't give a fuck. It's a great trap. He's pretty incredible.
Oh, I love him.
So he has something he talks about where, and maybe you've seen this, but he talks about like motivation itself. He's like, the thing that people get wrong with it is that they think that they have to, like, you have to, in order to be motivated, you have to have a goal you're going for. They think that the only way to be motivated is to be pushing for something. But he's like the thing that you like got to do or like have to try for is what you're doing, which is showing up to the gym or showing up to run or whatever it is every single day without being in classes or without going for a degree, without having anything you're shooting for, because that is he says that's the purpose of life itself. Like, you are the purpose. And so you have to be able to like operate and like do the shit that you want to do without anything to like shoot for.
Absolutely.
And you're in it. Yeah, you're in that.
Dude, consistency is my motivation. I want to be a person in life where I know that people can rely on me, and I know that people can depend on me to come through for them.
Wow.
That's huge for me. So consistency is my motivation. So like little things like maintaining good gym habits or eating well, or, whatever, just knowing that I'm working toward the feeling of being just on top of shit and coming through for people and coming through for myself and being just a reliable person in general. That's my why. That's my motivation.
That's incredible.
Yeah, dude. So that comes, I mean, to get that, it's about what you're doing when no one's watching, it's like putting the work in for yourself and showing up day in, day out. So
even when it's difficult.
Absolutely, dude.
Even when you don't want to do shit.
Which is a lot of the time, dude.
Dude.
I mean, it just, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big moment for me. Yeah. I realized like like even Kobe Bryant, even like Tom Brady, like those guys are, practicing essentially 24/7, but
Yeah.
they have probably days, full like weeks where they were like, I don't want to do shit today. I don't
Yeah.
do shit right now, but they still did it anyway.
For sure.
I don't mean to go on a tangent, but I
Please
saw
do.
I saw a clip of Michael Phelps,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, yeah, I in the peak of when I was swimming for 5 or 6 years. He's like, I was swimming literally every single day, and he was like, most other swimmers at that level, they would like take a day off to rest, and when you take a day off, you have to like take 2 days to recover and get back to where you're at. So he's like, I gained an advantage there, but I also gained 52 days a year where I was going even further. But then so I heard that and I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking dope. But then he's like, so I was in the water for like 20 years total. And he's like, dude, there was like maybe 100 days or so where I didn't want to get out of bed. And I was like, dude, 100 days in 20 years? I would have reached 100 days in 100 days. You fuck. Like, are you joking? Oh my god. I was like, dude, maybe we are wired different. Maybe we are. Yeah. But like,
oh, dude, I would have reached 100 days the first day, man. I'm like, no. There's no way.
Yeah, dude. Dude, every morning, man, it's like I don't want to get up. I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like some people find a way to become like literal psychopaths, dude. Like David Goggins, man. Like the guy is a psycho in the best way.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they find a way to where the pain and like the desire to not it becomes like gasoline for them, dude. That's like what they thrive on, where they want to do it more in the times where they're like down on themselves or feeling like they don't want to go and do something. Yeah. So how do we do that?
I think I genuinely think the answer is like we know what the answer is. We know it. Like when shit gets hard, it eventually, whatever you're doing, it gets hard, and when it does, you just have to like keep doing it, or you have to force yourself to keep pushing, or actually get out of bed and fucking do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, can you text David Goggins for us and just?
No, let me call him in. David, come here. Goggins, bro, come on in.
The Gog.
The Gog himself. Yeah, we're he lives just up the street from me. The reason I moved to Richmond was because he lives here.
So he comes and yells at you to go run.
Yeah, like 3:30 in the morning. It's like, fuck. God, okay.
I'm going.
I only slept an hour. Fuck it.
Dude, there's a lot of times where I'm at the gym where I think of this video of David Goggins. He's like benching. He goes, "Who's gonna carry the boats?"
Yeah, I've seen it. And he does like every single rep. That's what he's doing. It's like, fuck, dude.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
Fuck, dude.
I'm like,
I'm not gonna fuck with you, David. Fuck, dude. It's fucking scary.
I know, man. I would say I want to meet the guy, but I feel like he'd probably just make me feel like a piece of shit.
He would. He absolutely would. There's no way he wouldn't.
And then it's up to me how I want to react to that.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
What a trip, dude. Yeah. So, I'm thinking where we're at here. Let's see. Are we about not quite an hour, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Do you have anything you want to say about like the future, like where you're going with what you're doing, like your goals in the next month, 3 months, 6 months, year? Like anything you're like want to express or get like out for your own purposes?
Yeah, I want to move into my house. I want to figure out the Airbnb situation. The bottom floor is like its own master suite, so I'm gonna Airbnb that out.
Oh, nice.
And then I want to figure out how much that's gonna make me, and then if I want to put in 2 other roommates, I can. So in the upcoming months, I just want to figure out what I want to do as far as renting rooms out and how I want to get some passive income coming in and
Cool.
get, have try to offset my mortgage payment.
Sure. Smart.
And then I want to, yeah, dude, I want to see how realistic this private chef thing is going to be. And if it doesn't work out, that's fine. But it sounds like this lady tomorrow is going to offer a lot of insight, but that's just something that I feel like I could look back on my life, like we were talking about before. I could look back on my life where it's like, if I spent my life feeding people and interacting and like having just genuine connections with people, I would
Sure.
never be mad about that. I would never be upset with myself. And I mean, not to dive too deep into it, but I kind of nerd out on this.
Yeah.
And so for me, cooking for someone, or like the people that you choose to eat with, for me is the most primal, like human thing
Yes.
that we do.
Yes.
Where it's like at the start of human history, and even animals now, it's like who you choose to group with and who you choose to like hunt with or share food with or cook with to keep each other alive and care about each other. Like
it's almost sacred.
It's almost sacred, dude. Yes, absolutely. You get it. Yeah. But for me, like building a life out of doing just that, I would never be upset about that.
Nice.
But spending 45 years at fucking Dominion Energy sounds last place, bro. There's no way. I would rather be in prison, dude. Like, come on.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you're telling me you don't want to charge people for their gas bill?
Prison, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, would rather be in prison.
Oh, well, I don't blame you. Rick, if you ever tune into this, we love and appreciate you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. And your dedication to the exact same job. Genuinely, actually, like, good for you, but that's not for us, bro.
It's not for us. We're a different generation.
Yeah.
We're not boomers.
Boomers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So you're looking at so you're kind of just narrowing your kind of focus on just the house and like renting it out and getting that squared away and looking at like potentially cooking and seeing how that is. I don't know, man. Like you're telling me, like you just went through that whole spiel of like that's the most primal thing you can do. Dude, if it were me, like just do it, bro. Like just find a way to make it happen. Like you get a sense of joy from music. You get a sense of joy from working out. You get a sense of joy from playing golf, but like you describing cooking that's a completely different level to me. That was a completely different experience from what you were describing earlier. So like dude, I don't know. Fuck it, dude. Make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think it feels right. It feels right.
But yeah, so that's anything like do you focus like 6 months out, a year out? Do you like even consider that? Like is that
Dude, that's a great question. I'm glad you actually brought that up because I feel like that's something I could like use some work on because I do love setting more like smaller attainable goals like we talked about before, but I think there's no harm whatsoever in setting something like further out, like 6 months or a year.
Hmm.
You know, just something more general. And dude, this year is the first year that I haven't set New Year's goals, and I'm actually
Ah,
kind of upset about it. But here's
interesting.
something that just clicked with my mind, dude.
Oh, okay.
We're on month 6 of the year, so why don't I set half year
Tomorrow.
goals?
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Literally
yeah.
tomorrow morning. Why not?
Oh shit! I better hurry.
I have 12 minutes until I gotta fucking figure that shit out. But you have a couple hours.
Amazing. Yeah. No, that would be awesome to set like half year goals, because that's something that I that means a lot to me to set goals at the start of the year, and I didn't do it this year, so
Mm.
I should set some 6 month ones.
Try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I there's a trail that it's fully paved, and it goes from Richmond. It goes along part of the river that's here. It's the James River.
Yeah.
And the trail goes from Richmond all the way to Williamsburg. And the trail itself is 52 miles. And so after the marathon that I run in November, that's where I want to get to.
Nice.
I want to run that.
Nice.
And then
Love that.
Ty had to talk me down about a week or two ago. I was like, I figured out it was 52 miles, and I was like, tell me right now to not do this because I'm about to leave. I found out it was 52 miles. I was like, fuck it, I'm going right now. Tell me it's a bad idea. And he was like, are you fucking stupid? It's a bad idea.
Dude, is that like a thing that a lot of people do? Like
I don't know. I looked up some ultra marathons in the area, and I didn't see anything. I wonder if it's maybe because the trail itself, I mean, it's kind of narrow. I mean, it has some wide spots, but like I don't know if it would be wide enough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like even if 100 people signed up, it might be a bit. It might. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. But I see a lot of bikers. There's tons of like cyclists, and I'm assuming they would probably do something like that at some point. You know, like, because I don't. I'm not in the cycling world, but I know that they like will ride like 200 miles plus for like standard races. So I'm assuming they like will ride to Williamsburg and back for like training.
Yeah.
But I
That'd be great.
I don't know about running though.
Do you think Rye would come and pick you up?
No. She'd be like, what the fuck?
So you're like, well, I guess I'm running 52 and walking another 52.
Yeah. Well, I want to have her drop me off in Williamsburg the night before. And then I would
nice.
and then I'd like sleep
Run
there
home.
and then run home, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking do it. I heard Ty roped you into going to his ultra marathon.
It was not hard to it was not roped me in is very very loose term there. Like,
so
he was like Jaden. He was like Jaden when we were at that house show at his house, and someone in the back, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Someone in the back was like, they were like down the street, and they were like, man, I wonder what Jaden would look like without his shirt on. And he was like, what? Someone wants me to take my shirt off?
Someone wants me to. Yeah. Well, I guess if someone said I have to do it, then
that was me. Ty was like,
to deliver.
Ty like put it like in a voice memo on his phone in Utah, and he's like, man, I kind of hope Jet like will run this ultra like part of it for me. And I was like, Ty, I heard you say you wanted to. I heard you say you wanted some help with that.
I guess if you don't think I would do it.
So yeah. Yeah. So,
dang, dude. Well, he's trying to get me to be the other guy.
I know.
They're
Yeah, he's
'cause he can
briefly
have two
mentioned it.
guys, yeah.
Yeah, he's briefly mentioned it. You should do it.
Is it August or September?
It's August. First
August.
week of August.
First week,
Yeah.
dude.
If
It's just so hard. I don't know what's gonna be going on in my life, but
Yeah.
I'm like down though, kind of.
I'm flying out with. I'm gonna fly out with Phoebe. I think the Wednesday or Thursday before, and then I'm gonna leave her with Rye's parents for the weekend. And then
Okay, nice.
And then
So
drive
you'll
down.
fly. So you'll fly here
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
With Phoebe.
Oh, and then they're driving.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize that. How long is the drive? Do you know?
6.9 hours.
I'm so done.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I think I think it's like 8 hours or so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a full day of driving.
But
you end up at Lake Tahoe.
Oh, what'd you call me?
You heard me. you big burly lake. Yeah. So, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
I just got some running shoes, like actual running shoes. So I just ran like 3/4 of a mile just to kind of like feel them out.
Nice.
But I may have to get
the toe kind.
No, well, no. Yeah, yes and no. Not the individual toe kind, but
It's got like the wider.
Yeah. Ty's been pushing me towards these shoes for a couple weeks, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna go down and get them.
Yeah.
And so now I'm just trying to like break them in. I may need to get trail shoes though, twist my arm. but I may need to get some trail shoes for this one. He said it's kind of technical in some spots, I guess. So
Nice.
I may need to do that, but I'm excited though. It's gonna be fun. It's weird. I'm excited to like run long distances.
Yeah.
Like the longer the higher the number, the more I'm like, ooh yeah, let's go. And
Nice.
yeah, it's just I've never had that before. Like for running specifically, I've never been like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's go on a run. Do
you know what marathon you would want to run first?
The Richmond Marathon is here.
Oh, cool.
It's just in town. It's one of the top 25 Boston qualifier ones. I guess there's like I mean I don't know. I guess there's a ton of them, but I guess the Richmond one is one of the easier ones to qualify for Boston on. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like trying to push. It started out as like I want to get it under 4 hours. I just want to see a 3 in front of the number. And then it's slowly been morphing into like, what if I could do 3:45? What if I could do 3:30? Fuck it. What if I could do 2:59 and qualify for Boston too? Yeah. I mean, I may as well try. It doesn't hurt to try.
So Boston qualifier is sub 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For like it has to be a qualifying Boston course. Like it can't just be any random marathon.
It can't be Big Cottonwood where you're just running downhill the whole time.
That's Ty was like, the Ogden Marathon's a little downhill, but it's not too downhill.
Nice.
Like it if it's the parameters. So yeah, I want to do that one, and then it's I think in like the beginning of the year, so it'd be just before a year, probably right around March. I want to run from Williamsburg to Richmond, which is that 52 miles. Yeah. And then probably at the end of next year, make it to 100 miles and do 100 miles in a race.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I know. It feels weird.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm stoked to see.
Yeah. But yeah, let's call it here. Unless you have anything, you want to get in real quick and just kind of get out into the world for yourself or just for anyone else if you want. If not, no stress.
I think yeah. I
Yeah.
think I think we're good, and I think we should do this again sometime.
Dude, it was great. Yeah, it was. This was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But okay, so this was just a nice stream here with Jetthro and Taylor. So see you guys later. Oh dang.